Book of Heaven, Volume 24, May 10th, 1928. One who does the divine will enters the divine order. How pains cannot enter the divinity. Example of the sun. I felt I was under the nightmare of an infinite weight. My poor soul moaned with suffocated moans, without the vent of being able to let them out because of the privation of my sweet Jesus. And while I felt consumed by the harrowing pain of being without my life and my all, that very pain making me intrepid, destroyed in me the life of the pain. And while I felt immersed in pain, incapable of expressing myself, it was yet pain without pain, sorrow without sorrow. And in my bitterness I thought to myself, and why am I not able to grieve? I feel an infinite pain in me, as infinite as the one who left me. Yet, as I try to penetrate into a pain so just and holy, which is that of being without my Jesus, so as to water my poor soul, the pain escapes me, and I remain without the life of the pain. My Jesus, have pity on me. Do not leave me in a state so unhappy. But while I was thinking of this, my lovable Jesus, moving in my interior, told me,
"My daughter, one who lives in my will enters the divine order. And since our divinity is incapable of pain, nothing, even the slightest thing, can in the least shade our perennial and infinite happiness. And as much as creatures offend us, the pain, the offenses, remain outside of us, never inside. And if pain could enter into us, it would immediately lose the nature of pain and would convert into happiness. In the same way, for one who lives in my will, pain cannot enter her soul. More so since, in feeling the light, the strength, the happiness of the nature of my divine will within herself, she already feels in possession of that Jesus of whom she seems to be deprived. How can she grieve if she already possesses him? Therefore, pain remains outside of the soul, that is, in the human nature. And while the soul feels all the spasm of my privation and the weight of an infinite pain, which is the privation of me, because she is invested by the divine fiat, she seems incapable of grieving. And so she feels pain without pain, sorrow without sorrow, because pain and sorrows cannot enter the sacrarium of my will. They are forced to remain outside. The soul feels them, sees them, touches them, but they do not enter into her center. And if they did, my will would lose its happy nature in you, which cannot be. It happens as to the sun, which is incapable of darkness. All human strength cannot make one atom of darkness enter into its light. However, darkness can extend outside of the light. But the sun loses nothing, neither its heat nor its admirable effects. It is always triumphant in its state of light. Darkness can neither make it go down, nor does it take anything away from its light. However, if the sun could grieve, it would feel ill in being surrounded by darkness, even though it can cause no harm to its center or to its happy state. However, this is a pain that surpasses all other pains, because it is pain of divine order. How many times my humanity felt it? It felt itself being crushed. All pains weighed upon me, but inside of me my divine will was untouchable by all my pains and possessed immense happinesses, beatitudes without end. It can be said that there were two natures in me, one opposed to the other, one of happiness, the other of pains. Oh, how my human nature felt the pains more vividly, before the immense joys of my divine nature. This is why you are incapable of expressing yourself, because these are pains of divine order, and if before, when I would hide from you, you felt that everything would turn into pain within you, it was because the life of my will in its wholeness was missing in you. Therefore, those voids were filled with pain, and you would feel sensitivity to the pain which rendered you not imperturbable and peaceful as today, but agitated, without that firmness which gives of the divine. And I would immediately run to sustain you, because I did not see all the indelible characters of my will. In fact, that which my will places is never erased. And I, feeling assured, leave the task to my divine fiat.